Gear Seekers, I'm Nick. We're doing something a little bit different today. It's not PC related. We're doing some car stuff today. I've had an Audi RS3 for about 6 years. Bought it brand new with like 3 kilometers on it. And I haven't done any modifications to it ever. So I'm going to see a friend of mine called Paul, who owns a company called Vag Parts, and basically they bring in all the cool 034 Motorsports tuning stuff into Australia. They're like the exclusive retailer for that stuff. So we're going to go and see my mate Paul. I've been mates with him for many years, and we're going to put an intake on the RS3 today. So come along for the ride as we, I guess, start doing some mods to the RS3. It's not going to be more mods than this, guys. You guys have been asking me to mod it for ages, but yeah, let's do the first mod to the RS3 in 6 years. This is my mate Paul that I was talking to you about. Been mates with Paul for years. Actually, Paul and I became friends because we've both been into Audis forever, and we met through Audis like 2014. Yeah, and we've just been mates since. And Paul's actually got a racing team, which I think when they come back, we're going to show. I can't talk about it yet, but they have a new race car that I really want to do a video with. Yeah. And I'm not going to say what it is, but it's pretty freaking awesome. Of course, I know, but it's kind of like one of those NDA things that we can't talk about yet. But you guys will love it. But what we're going to do today is Paul, like I said, owns Vag Parts. Actually supplied Mighty Car Mods with the stuff for the Volkswagen Up as well. And yeah, we're going to install a new intake.
No, it was for their 180.
For the 180.
Yeah, because they had
the coil packs.
They put the Volkswagen coil Audi R8 coil packs in. Oh,
that's random.
And they needed the conversion harness. Yeah.
Oh, that's
crazy. Convert it to, because the SR is normally like distributor, and so you had to convert it to direct fire. And you
I thought it was for the Volkswagen Up. But what we're going to do, like I said, we've got the 034 Motorsports. It's like an open intake. It's going to be very loud. We've had it for 6 years. It's got to be done now.
You do the honors.
I'll do the. I don't even have a clue on boss.
Do you know how to use a knife?
Nah. If I open it that way, it's going to tip everywhere. He literally says on the box. Look what it says, Claire. Do not use blades to open. I'm excited.
Oh, I got another bit for you too.
So this is about the 3rd time that we've ever opened the engine bay in the RS because we never ever do anything in here. But we're excited. I'm also excited. It literally weighs nothing. That's amazing. I just gave Paul a 3080 the other week. Actually, I gave you a whole PC.
Yeah. It's sick.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's so good.
We're going to have to take it back now.
Triple... I guess the 1440 displays. It's not like triple 4Ks or anything, but...
Oh, dude, that would be pretty hard to drive with any GPU.
Why are you like this?
It's going to make people laugh.
And the opportunity is there.
This is Claire. Look, Claire, grab that.
Be right back.
Grab that.
That is very light.
I've been reading a little bit about some other intakes, and the knockoff ones that aren't 034 apparently crack. And apparently the 034 ones are like the duck's nuts. That's another reason why we went for this one, because it doesn't crack. All the cheap ones crack, from what I've heard.
How sick it looks. So nice.
So nice. Paul's already gloved up. He's used to doing, like, putting in wrench time, so I feel like I'm just going to be standing here passing tools, really.
You put together this half.
Okay,
and then I'll work on taking this out, and then we can both gently tap it in.
Did I read the instructions? Yes. There we go. Beauty. Right out. There we go.
There she is.
Beautiful.
It's clean.
It's good.
Oh, it must go over that. Yeah. So we're not going to use that silly spring clamp.
Don't get ideas, Claire. You need to apply 4 Newton meters of torque.
Does it go down to 4? That's pretty low.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, 4 Newton meters. It's so
Here
cute.
he is.
Look at the little baby.
We use this for tightening the bobbins on the brakes. Oh no, wait. Starts at 3.7.
Maybe they are
secondary
taking the piss.
scale. But if they're going to take the piss, we're going to take the piss. We're going to
actually do it.
computer nerds, such as we are,
We are also both computer nerds.
big time computer nerds, like Counter-Strike 1.3 kind of computer nerd, I reckon all computer nerds are deep down are car nerds.
Oh yeah.
And you just gotta dive in. Just do it.
This is a bit controversial, but I've got a mate who's like into building race cars and stuff like that, and he was a Mac user for such a long time, and I said to him, I'm like, how do you not use a PC when you're this into cars? It's
Yeah.
just for that need to tinker with things, right? Like, how can you use something that just works? And
Mac is like buying a Toyota Camry. You're never
Yeah.
gonna do anything to it. It just works and it does a good job, but like it's just
he ended up building a Threadripper system after I had that conversation with him. He's like, oh wow, I've been missing out all these years. And also he shoots video too, so it's like, I think Paul's got a couple ideas of other stuff he wants to do while he's in there, because it's just Paul do what Paul do.
anything we can upgrade, we upgrade.
I mean, it kind of helps when you own the shop, right?
Yep.
It's like when people come to our house, right? We always, and they bring the computer, I always end up doing something different, like upgrading them, and it's kind of like that, but for cars for you, right?
Yes. And if you want to go racing, all the better.
I can't wait to show them the new race car. They're going to freak out. Paul really likes his cars. I can't imagine you not liking cars.
That's why I got an Audi, because when I was 12, I was watching would have been the World Touring Cup or the World Touring Challenge. I forget what it was, but they had the Audi A4.
Oh, yeah. Which you also own one of.
Yeah, and that's why I'm building that into a race car. It was the one that was a super tourer in the late 90s.
I remember the one.
Yeah, with the red rings down the side, the B5.
That's so cool.
That's where my love for Audis started from. But I spent a long time with Nissan before then. Nissan.
You've also got one of those too.
I have two.
You got a 180.
I have too many cars. Let's not list the cars.
What's the other one?
The two 180s. They're exactly the same.
And you've also got Paul was telling me he was around at our place the other night. He's now got an Alpha 4C as well.
Yes, which is all carbon fiber.
That's so crazy.
That's why I got it. Because you go and you look at it and you're like, yeah, it's a cool Italian sports car. And then you open the door and it's like, carbon fiber tub. Like,
That's so cool.
I need to have
I
it.
haven't seen it yet. It's only got like 6,000 Ks on it or something, right?
I thought, like, as you said, you wanted to come over Saturday. So I thought if you came Saturday, then I'll bring the Alpha.
That's in.
That's in. Good.
All right. You know what? We should do everything that we're going to do, then turn it on, because otherwise it's going to get hot for no reason. We don't want to heat cycle.
That's right. This part is a contradiction. You know how there's that obsession with making things look like carbon fiber?
Yeah.
And they go, oh, carbon fiber look. Why would you do that? Just to make it real carbon fiber. But this is carbon fiber, you can see. It's like properly molded carbon fiber. And all it does is it goes right here.
And I saw the double-sided tape on the other
And
side
just
of it as
sticks
well. It's not fake, so
No.
all the real carbon fiber in the world. We're going to do what every Audi owner in the world has, the R8 red coil packs. We're going to change the coil packs as well while we're here too. Okay, just you see this place right here, guys. This is where the race car usually lives. But Paul's got a V10 RS6. Like it's his old daily. He doesn't daily it anymore. And it's the 5 litre, right? 5 litre V10.
Yeah.
Twin turbo.
Yeah.
And he's got new turbos going in.
Well, these are the standard housings, but because this manifold is made out of stainless steel, I don't know if you can see it there.
Oh yeah.
Like this, you can't modify it really that much. So we put the biggest center we could, which is basically a GT3071, inside this like.
Oh my.
It's actually the same turbo from a WRX, and then we made it as big as possible. So 2 of those.
Who just has a V10 RS6 and is like, hey, I'm going to change both of the turbos and make them even bigger than they were?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Because you need 1,000 horsepower. So.
True. Yeah. No. I mean, we need 1,000 horsepower. I think the RS6 that you've got is my favorite RS6 as well, because it's the V10. It's like the Lambo motor with 2 turbos strapped to it. Well, it's not quite the same, but
Actually, the 5.2 is more like the Lambo.
yeah.
But this one is cool in its own way because It still dries some.
I feel like it's just some plastic. I reckon it's probably a YouTube video somewhere telling us exactly how to do it, right? It's all brittle as well.
Exactly, because it goes through so many heat cycles, and then
Yeah.
you hear those engines in the background.
I can.
Yeah.
It's because we're next to...
Top secret location, right next to Eastern Creek.
Right next to right next to the track.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise, having a race team and a warehouse for it next to the track. I never would have thought. Trick time with Paul.
Trick time.
360,
so if your
360 no
packs are really
scopes.
hot, then you can just put a cloth under it, and then you pull up with the cloth. I mean, it's not quite under, but that's the trick. If you can pull from the sides, but because of this little sensor here, that one's going to be... Okay, there we go. Good.
Beautiful.
Anyone who's actually done this job before is going to go, you just do this. Because I've never actually done it on this.
I've done it on the 2.0
Seems like
TFSI a million times,
Yeah.
but not on the 2.5.
But hey, we're just trying to be careful, all right? So
Yeah.
back off. The little clips on those things?
Yes, that
So-
sounded so good and satisfying.
People have done tests, but they've never done tests on the 07K. So you can see this one's revision F. We're at revision G now on these. People tested older revisions of these, and they proved that these ones had, the red ones had a stronger spark. Does it make a difference?
Probably not.
I mean,
if you're tuning, probably.
yeah, you have to tune the car to take advantage of it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But do you get more headroom or, you know... Oh, this is how you tell they're new and genuine. See the green grease in there?
Let's have a look. Let's focus
Dielectric
on
grease.
that. Oh yeah.
So if yours have white grease, Or if the
Fake.
grease is missing, then they've been installed.
They're the
before.
eBay fakes.
That's right.
You don't use fake parts on our stuff. Red go
Red
faster.
go fast.
Yeah, red go fast. How else would it go? I'll tell you a story. One time I got my exhaust under one of my cars, and I got the car back, and a day later I opened the bonnet to do something, and there was a whole bunch of sockets that they just left there, and I was cheering because they're all impact sockets. I'm like, hey, I didn't have these, and now I had them.
Yep. Well, that was another sort of revelatory moment for me was, you know, when you buy a brand new Audi and you're like, oh, you know, I've just been working on dirty old Nissans my whole life. And you get a new Audi and you're like, oh, I'm only going to let the dealer touch this, da-da-da. Anyways, I had some pretty serious work done on one of my previous Audis. Got it back from the dealer. Found so many loose bolts. The dealer shall remain nameless. So many loose bolts, just corners cut, zip ties, like just... Nah. So then
I
thought,
had
you know what?
that with the smart car. One time I got it back from service, one of the panels just came off. Yes, guys, I used to own a smart car.
Click,
I think they...
click.
Oh, wait, I think we got the click on all of them.
Yep.
First try.
Not going anywhere.
Well,
Those
at
are
least
words.
I did the right thing for once. Claire, you're in today's video. You look nice today, Claire. Look, that's Claire, everybody.
Very enthused.
Yeah.
I hate being on camera. It's like the
Well,
most
you are-
intrusive thing ever for me.
Well, you're okay. We'll edit a lot of it out, but you're in a lot of the background today.
Looking at my phone.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gents, moment of truth. Because it's an Audi, I have to do this to turn it on. Let's see. Here we go. Sounds good. Now I'm not going to rev it because there's tools everywhere. And if the engine jerks backwards and forwards,
Yep. That's fine.
sweet. People are like, why does it sound like it's ticking? I'm like, have you ever heard of Volkswagen or any Audi idle before? They sound like tractors.
I think it's the injectors. Someone will
Yeah.
probably correct me, but I think it's the high pressure fuel and the injectors clicking.
Yeah. Stuffy was asking me about it the other day. He goes, oh, does that sound normal to you? I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, they all
Because he's got a
sound like
he's got a Sirocco.
that. Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, that's normal.
Yeah. Same system basically.
It's like a Volkswagen encyclopedia.
Yeah, right.
Or a Vag encyclopedia. That can be taken a couple ways. I mean, he is a dad, so he knows something.
I know my way around anyways.
That'll get cut out. Probably actually not.
Do you want to see if this fits? Let's see if
Yeah,
it fits.
let's see. I reckon it's the same.
I think I have one.
Well, that's what I was saying before. Like, whenever anyone brings over a PC, it's the same thing. But I reckon having a place to do it for car parts is so much cooler than doing it for PC.
So you
I
can see
used to
there.
have the Porsche one on the S3. I had that on the S3 as well.
Or we can go with the extra shiny R8 cap.
The expansion tank's pretty low, so you'll be okay. Doesn't sound like there's much pressure either.
Yeah, it just went up, right?
Does the oil cap. I'm sure that would all be exactly the same. I can't see them changing it just for the RS3. Like it's much taller.
It's taller than this. I think the Porsche one is
The same height
the
as
same.
those.
Oh, I think that settles it.
Oh yeah, no,
Gotta be that
it's
one.
got to be the Porsche one.
Yeah. Right angle.
And whoever buys that R8 cap next,
It'll be fun.
it wasn't on a YouTube video.
That's right.
It never happened.
You know what? A little bit of oil on this gasket
Probably
just helps
good
seal
for it.
things up. Yeah.
Yeah, probably good for it. Just keep it fresh. Alright, that's it. We're done. So we did the intake, coil packs, all the caps and stuff. I think that's basically like it for now. I don't want to do anything else for now. But Paul, he's got a way of twisting my arm to do things, so it might as well happen. But dude, thanks so much for just helping me get this done, because I don't have anywhere to work on the car either. I don't have any tools for this stuff either. So the fact that Paul was like, "Yeah, come, we'll do it," that's amazing, dude. Like, I appreciate
You're welcome at Shea Purple Sector anytime. That's our race team name, Purple Sector.
Purple Sector. I'll put links in the description. You guys can see some stuff from you guys. But I think I'm going to be hanging out with Paul next season, so you can see some really cool stuff, and we'll shoot some stuff at some testing days and stuff too. So then you guys can see some proper race car stuff.
Yeah, real race car stuff.
Yeah, none of this street
nothing
car
against this car.
stuff, like proper race car stuff. Yeah, that's it. Music, you know where to find it. Click the join button. Subscribe for, you know how this works. I'm your boy Nick with Gear Seekers. I'm done. I want to drive. I don't even care about YouTube.
You're on the
anymore.
wrong side
What?
to drive.
What?
You're
yeah,
going
the
on the
steering
wrong
wheel's over here.
side.
No, I'm on, yeah, no, it's fine. No. Yeah, actually,
go the long way
just
around,
before
yeah.
we finish, every time we film in the car, people are always like, it's the wrong side of the car. No, it's the correct side of the car. Not the right side, it's the correct side of the car. Paul's from Canada, even he thinks it's the correct side.
Yeah, you know, I'm ambi-driverist or whatever you call it.
Well, you like JDM cars, and
Yep.
all the good ones are right-hand drive.
That's true. All the best cars are right-hand drive. That
Yeah.
is very true.
Yeah, see?
All the best ones.
Especially those rotaries.
Yeah. And the fact that they're more rare makes them cooler as well.
I think that's the next thing. We're going to buy a rotary.
What?
It's not turning into a car channel, but I kind of want a rotary something.
I love rotaries.
You could do like an electric car mashup where you're just like,
Hey, I saw Toyota had a patent today for a manual gearbox with the clutch for the electric cars. That's going to
Sounds
be
like burnouts to me.
Very, very cool. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you, people. Well, you know what we haven't done in a while?
What?
Look at the graph. Look at the graph. Look at the graph right here. See this graph right here? Look at the graph.
subscriber tiers.
Yeah.
Like S tier subscribers that'll like,
The graph shows the people who view, who are subscribed and who aren't.
Yes.
And the non-subscribers, like 70 million %.
And we get to shame them.
Yeah. So don't be part of this part of the graph. Look at the graph. Be part of the
support
good graph.
grassroots videography.
Grassroots, yeah, we are pretty grassroots.
We like grassroots motorsports. We
Yeah.
like grassroots videography, grassroots computer building, whatever that word is.
We ain't
Is there
a
a word
big
for
ass
that?
company. Look,
Yeah.
we've got a one camera
just
lady.
just some dudes.
The battery's pretty
It's very low.
cooked out.
Very low.
Okay.
That's right, it's still working. And cut.
And violence.